Welcome to day 27 of your 30 days of grounding. Today we're going to capitalize on the weight of the bones, of the thigh bones in particular, that we worked on in our last practice. So let's go ahead and start in downward facing dog, please. Spread your fingers, ground down into all 10 of your finger pads and lift your sitting bones up. If I were there with you right now and I came by and I tried to pick up your fingertips, I could not because you are holding and grounding your 10 finger pads into the mat. Now open your toes and from your sitting bones picking up, feel the weight of your thigh bones dropping down into your heels. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now, we had our hands on the back of our thigh bone in the last practice. I want you to sense that here, and then with your knees bent, you're going to push your thigh bones back into your hamstrings. You're going to keep that action and then reach your arms nice and long and drop your brain. Keep pushing your thigh bones back. Look forward. Walk your feet towards your hands. As you exhale, deep forward bend. Come up halfway, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, exaggerate your exhale a little bit, tapping into that heavier, slower, aponic energy. Rise to stand, inhale, reach, and exhale, fold. Step your left foot behind you, lengthen your spine. Bend your right knee and let your right sitting bone come as close to your right heel as you can. Take your arms up, inhale. Exhale, three-legged dog. Right leg is going to sweep up and back. Set your foot down, come to plank. Inhale. Pick your thigh bones up into your hamstrings, even here. Chaturanga. Cobra. Inhale, roll your shoulders back. Press your pubic bone down. Ground your 10 finger pads. Downward facing dog. Walk your feet to your hands. Inhale. Deep forward bend. Rise to stand. Push your thigh bones back into your hamstrings as you reach up. And exhale, fold. And we're talking more about the top of the thigh bones rooting back. Step your right foot behind you. Inhale, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, descend your hips and let your left sitting bone drop down. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, put your hands down, lift your back knee, then sweep your left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Set your foot down, inhale to plank. Thigh bones up, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, roll your shoulders back, press your hips down, ground your hands and feet. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. Exhale completely. Walk your right foot forward towards your right thumb. Bend your front knee. You might need blocks for this. It might be nice to have them if the hamstrings feel a little tight, but I want you to feel your thigh bone push down into your hamstring. Keep that and slowly start to send your right hip up, your right sitting bone up, and dial your right outer hip back. Inhale here. Exhale, push your right thigh bone into your hamstring. It has less to do with the thigh bone near the knee and more to do with the thigh bone in the belly of the hamstring and closer to the glute. Bend your front knee, inhale, and step back, downward dog. Step your left foot forward, inhale. Again, sensing this left thigh bone. Push it down into the hamstring, and then hands to blocks if you need it. Start to straighten your left knee. And as you straighten the left knee, we're sensing this belly of the hamstring and closer to the glute, the thigh bone starting to press back and sort of part the curtain of the hamstring. Take another breath. Push your left thigh bone back. Soften the skin on the sides of your neck. And then bend your left knee, inhale, and step your right foot to meet your left. Come up halfway, lengthen your spine, and exhale to fold. Push your feet down and rise. Inhale. And bring your hands to your heart. Good. From here, I'm going to have you bring your right knee into your chest. And then go ahead and interlace your hands behind the back of your right thigh. So if you need help with balance today, you could always bring your back towards a wall so you're not struggling as much with balance. Otherwise, in the center of the room, grab the belly of the hamstring. And just like when we were on our back, we're going to push our thigh bone down, lift up through the sides of the ribs. Flex your right foot. Inhale, extend your right leg. Exhale, pull the heel down. Your thigh bone is pushing, trying to break your hands apart. Inhale, lift the leg, lift the sternum, push your thigh bone down. Exhale, belly back, and the right heel lowers. Good. Again, inhale, lift it up, thigh bone pushes down. It might quiver, it might tremble, it might shake. Your leg may not straighten all the way. Exhale, lower down. Release the foot, take a moment. Ground your feet. Inhale and exhale. Feel your exhale reground you. And then take your left knee into your chest. Interlace the hands again. Remember, we want belly of the hamstring. I'm not behind my knee. And then you're going to push your thigh bone down. And instead of letting it drag you down, you push the thigh bone down and you pick your rib cage up. Your standing thigh, don't let it press forward. Push your standing thigh bone back. Inhale, straighten your left heel out. Exhale, pull it in. The action of pushing the thigh bone down is more important than straightening the leg. Lower the heel. You have one more. Push your standing thigh bone back as well. Push your lifted thigh bone down. Lift your left heel and lower. Good. Set your left foot down. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold, but soften your knees and sense the thigh bones are pushing back into your hamstrings as you fold. Come up halfway, ribs forward, thigh bones push back. Exhale, fold. You'll notice I have a slight bend in my knees. It helps root the thigh bones. Come up halfway again. Slight bend in the knee, push your thigh bones back, and exhale, fold. Step back to tabletop. Lower your knees, slide your feet over to the side, and find your blanket or a block to sit on, especially if you feel like your hamstrings have been tight throughout this practice. And then go ahead and extend your legs out in front of you. You're going to bend the knees a little bit. Take your hands to the top of your thighs. Now remember, we've been rooting the thigh bones down. A lot of times when the pelvis tips under, the thigh bones pop up to the top of the body. So with your palms right in the crease of your thighs, you're going to imagine the thigh bones reaching and pressing down into the hamstrings. Walk your sitting bones back. Take an inhale, lift your spine. And you can stay here or bring the hands down or start to walk forward. But more than anything, I want that rooting and anchoring of the thigh bones to be the most important action in your body right now. Press your thigh bones down. You'll also notice my feet are active. I'm pushing my heels down. Take one more breath. Exhale completely. On your inhale, go ahead and come on up. And then come off of your blanket or your block or your bolster and lie on your back. Bring your knees together, walk your feet apart, lay back, let your arms come by your side. Take a moment and let the front of the thighs get heavy. Feel your thigh bones move towards the hamstrings, even here. Take as long as you need here. Anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes. This is a nice Shavasana. Otherwise, when you're ready, come up to sitting. Thank you for your practice. Namaste.